blinking in the morning sun, shaking off the heavy one. Yeah, heavy like a loaded gun. What made me behave that way? Saying things I'd never say. I can only think it must be love. Oh, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. Welcome to my tutorial for One Day Like This by Elbow. This is my interpretation of the song on acoustic guitar. Now you can get the tab to the intro of this song, which I'm about to teach you. It's at learnguitarinlondon.com, so all you've got to do is click the link in the video or the link in the video description. Just takes a name and email address to join up. It's all completely for free. You'll find the tabs there, the tab section of the site. It's in alphabetical order when you get there, so look at 1. And you should find it, One Day Like This. All right, so let's have a look at the beginning. Okay, so first things first, capo on fret 1. Everything is in relation to the capo. We're going to be starting with our communal garden E major chord. So that is index finger on string 4, EADGBE Dynamite, good by Eddie. G string, middle finger on the A string, second string down on the 2nd fret, and ring finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. All right, so that's an E chord. Press that down, strum all 6 strings, all 6 down. Okay, so you can use the side of your thumb, or if you're using a plectrum, that's fine also. It doesn't really matter for this one. We're then going to play an open E string. So that's the thinnest string, easy enough, right? Then fret 4 on the B string. I like to use my pinky finger for that, but you could use your ring, but I certainly don't recommend using these because you're going to need these to come and play back here. Good. So we've got strum, open E, 4th fret on B, open on B, 2nd on B. So that's strum, open on E, 4th on B, open on B, 2nd on B. Then we've got 2 1s on EADGBE Dynamite, good, the G string, like we had with our E chord. And we just play it twice. So it's... Sorry. So practice that. So 0, 0, 4, open, 2, 1, 1. And then, nice and easy, I do it whilst putting the E chord back on. You don't have to, but I think it's good practice, especially for later on in the song. We then go open twice on the thickest string, open twice on the thinnest string, open twice on the thickest string, open once on the thinnest. So it's... As I said, you can use a plectrum to do that. You don't have to use fingerstyle, so you could go... Doesn't really matter, but I like fingerstyle with this. So that's your first 2 bars. And play it softly. Next 2 bars are exactly the same. Next 2 bars. So what I'm doing is I'm doing exactly the same melody, but I'm putting some pinched bass notes in. You don't have to do this, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just depends how I'm feeling. But strum, open. So when you do the 4, play the thickest string with your thumb and the middle finger. Obviously, if you're not doing fingerstyle, you can't really do this, so it doesn't really matter. Then open, then pinching again on thickest string on the 2 on the B, then 1 on the G, and then pinch this with the open string on the 1 on the G. So okay, then this time when you do the next bar, rather than open strings, we're going to make that E chord and we're just going to clip the top 2 strings and the bottom 4 strings. Bottom 2 strings, sorry. Same rhythm though. So we're basically just doing a little bit more strumming to build it up. So that's bar 7, which is exactly the same as 5 with the pinches. So this time we're going. So let me show you what I'm doing there. So I'm doing the same as normal, 2 little strums, top 2 strings, then bottom 2 strings. You can do it as a pinch or as a strum. And then I'm playing 0 and 1. This is already making the one that we need. And then 2nd fret with a pinch on the G string. So, and then we're into the song. Okay, so that is our intro. These are the last 2 bars of it. Just slightly missed it there. Good, so into the song and my arrangement of it. So we've got an E chord, the rhythm. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. I'll do it slowly. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, miss, 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 down, miss, miss, up, miss, up, miss, up, down, up, down. And that's called a bar. Down, miss, 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 down, miss, miss, up, miss, up, miss, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down. I'm spending a while explaining that to you because that's going to be your default rhythm throughout the song, so it really would be useful for you to get the hang of that. Down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, miss, up, miss, up, down, up, down. So you go. I'll show you this chord in just a moment, and this one. I'll show you this soon. Back to the A. Good. So I call it an A, but you could play an A like this. You could do that, and that would be absolutely fine. It wouldn't matter, but I would like you to try this A. So this A is fret 5. All in relative to the capo, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the thickest string, middle finger on fret 6 on the G string, ring and pinky on fret 7 on the A and the D string. And what I'm doing is, it's like a bar chord A if you know what that is, but I'm letting go of the bottom 2 strings to get the open B and E note. Sorry, I've got a really itchy eye. Okay? So that gives you that lovely sound with what's called these pedal notes, this B and E string, that are going to keep running throughout the piece. So that's the A. Down, down, up, down, 2 bars. Then into the next chord, which is a B, but all you're doing is sliding this chord up 2 frets. So you take your index finger, you move it up past fret 6 onto fret 7, and your middle finger does the same. It's gone onto fret 7, fret 8, and then these are on 9 and 9 on the D and G. So it's the same shape, like our bar chord E shape, if you know what I'm talking about there, but bridging over the strings. And that's 2 bars of that. Up, and 2 bars of A. Then back to E. Now you may have noticed, those astute amongst you, that you can see I'm doing E with middle ring and pinky finger this time. Not this way, but this way. The reason for that is when I change to the A, I can just slide that shape up and lay the bar down. Okay, so you might find that easier. So, now, the next chord here is an F sharp minor. Now, I'm afraid we can do it as some sort of opening thing, but I like to do it as a full bar. So barring on all of the strings, on all 6 strings on the 2nd fret, ring finger on fret 4 on the A string, and pinky finger on fret 4, also tucked underneath on the D string. Same rhythm, 2 bars. I can only think it must be love. Oh, anyway. Now on this, I do go to our regular A. Okay, so what am I doing there? So I just did F sharp minor, da 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 da. Oh, hey, 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 like a beautiful E. So we're on to our E major, and we're doing the same thing that we did in the intro, but with just a bit more gusto. So we're going top 2 or 3 strings twice, then bottom 2 or 3 strings twice. So we go, I'm going to call these bass and this high. Bass, bass, high, high, bass, bass, high, stop. Then I want you to stop the strings. With this hand, just lay them on. Bass, bass, high, high, bass, bass, high, stop. Bass, bass, high, high, bass, bass, high. Okay? And that's the beautiful day. Beautiful day. Then we go round in a circle into another verse. E, tell me, E, down, down, up, down, down. A, but high up, not this A. Kiss me like a now this time we don't go to the B. This time we go on the words kiss me like the final meal, we go to our F sharp minor. Kiss me like a final meal, down, down, down. Yeah, A, like we died tonight. So E, I love your eyes. E. I'm just going to keep going now. A, I see. Now sometimes, the first time round with the band is they do just one bar of the F sharp minor. You can hear it in the vocal. Lying with you half away, go anyway. That's what he does the first time. The second time round we get to this. Lying with you half awake, stumbling over what to say. We do 2 bars of the F sharp minor, so just keep your eye out for that. It's all to do with the words. But anyway, the first time, oh anyway. Looking like a beautiful. This same thing again. Bass, bass, high. Bass, bass, high, high. Bass, bass, high. And again, bass, bass. Does it twice. And then one more. Good. And then we're into my harmonics section. So you need to find the 13th fret marker. This is 12th fret where 12 marker is. We need to be at 13, which is here. And over these points here, we have things called harmonics. Just very, very lightly touch the marker. So like this marker here is splitting this middle finger in half. That's the best placement for it. And what I'm doing there, this is over the when my face is almost creased. I'm doing 2 harmonics on the thickest string, then 2 on the thinner string. And you can hear they sound quite high, so touch very lightly with your finger. Don't press in at all, just touch it so you can lightly feel the string under your fingertip. Don't touch hard at all. And then with your thumb, pluck it quite hard. And it's the same principle. And then, so that's the when my face is bass, 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 high, high, bass, bass, high. Then onto the A string with the harmonic, not the E string. But it's still the same thinnest string harmonic each time. Then, what was it after that? So it's that note. There it is. I knew it was there somewhere. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. In my video, I was making it really difficult for myself by doing this sort of thing. But I've since figured out that if you find fret, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fret 9 on the D string, hold that note, and then with your pinky finger, keep that same higher picking harmonic. That gives you the second mark. Then back to A. So holy cow. So I'm just going to go through that one last time with the harmonic. So it's E string, thinnest string, E string, thinnest. Again. Then A string, thinnest. Then thinnest. bass, bass, thin, thinnest, dun, dun, then back to A string. Then hold it and E, I love you E. So we're doing this again. And A, I love you. This is the longer F sharp minor, lying with you halfway, stumbling over what to say. Oh, A, looking like a beautiful day. And then you do that twice more with that mute. Don't forget to stop the strings. So E, those curtains line. Then here we're going from E to a D suspended second. So make a D chord, lift up your middle finger. So that's fret 2 on the G string on the 2nd fret and fret 3 on the B string. And you can strum the A string and include that in that. So it's E, D suspended. Then that just goes around in a circle. E, D suspended. And A, back to E, flat. And E, D suspended. A, and E. And then the rhythm there, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down. Okay, and that is pretty much the whole song. It finishes on that E chord strum there. Definitely the most challenging parts is moving up and down with his chords. The intro also has a little bit of movement, but not too bad. But the thing to definitely work on will be the harmonics, as I need to go away and do. I'm going to do that now. Keep on playing. I'll see you again soon.